Hey everybody, it's Disney Boy 21 here and welcome back to another review, and today I'll be reviewing the Disney Film Collection Maleficent Doll from the Disney Store. So first of all, I just want to say that you may notice that I've changed my channel name from Disney Ever After 21 to Disney Boy 21. Well, it's mainly because Disney Boy 21 is the original name that I used when I started on Instagram, and I just changed the YouTube channel as well, that name, to make things more simpler. And I also found out that there's another channel here with the name Disney Ever After on YouTube, like way before me, so I don't want them to think like I took their name or something. So that's about it. But anyways, let's get started on Maleficent. So this Maleficent doll is a part of the Disney Film Collection dolls produced by the Disney Store. They started out with Oz the Great and Powerful, and I also think they did for the Lone Ranger, but I'm not so sure because I didn't get the Lone Ranger ones. But anyways, they are like a deluxe edition of the film versions of the dolls. They cost about $35, but it's super worth it because they're just amazing in detail. So anyways, let's start on her box as usual. So she is placed in this really magnificent box. It's really beautiful. It has lots of designs, branches, dried up tree branches, and there's Diaval. Apparently there's another Diaval here as well. And here is the top. And the background is beautiful as well. You can see that it's the forest and it's layered to give that three-dimensional effect. We'll get to it after we debox her. And you can see that on the front, these two panels are made to look like Maleficent's horns, if you can see. They kind of sway and go up like that. That's really clever. And on the bottom it says Maleficent Disney Film Collection. And the window is just beautiful. You can like enjoy her from every aspect if you don't debox her, because she is considered a collector doll. And here is the back. So it says Disney Film Collection, and it says about Maleficent a bit. And there's a picture of Maleficent, and there's a logo, and that's about it. So that's about it for the box, and let's take her out. So here is Maleficent out of the box, and boy, she was really hard to take out of the box. She was tightened really well. But before we start on Maleficent, let's take a look at the background art first. So it's the picture of the thorn forest that Maleficent created around the moors. And so it has the background, and then this is a different layer like on top of it to give that three-dimensional looks. It's really cool looking. And here is another look of that curved box detail right here. And now here is the mistress of all evil herself, Maleficent, and I think that statement can be questioned in this movie. You have to wait and see the film, but those who have seen the film, good for you. I've seen the film and I love it so much. So anyways, she is dressed in her iconic black outfit that she wears during the christening scene to curse baby Aurora. She is about 11.5 inches tall. To her head, I think she is a lot higher if you count the horns as well. So starting from the top, she has these beautifully sculpted horns that are so detailed and looks just like in the movie. It's made to look like her head is wrapped with leather from the base of her head all the way to the tip of her horns, and it comes to a little point here on her forehead. It looks really detailed. It looks like it's fabric and leather. And her horn, it's not really hard plastic. It's kind of hard, but it's kind of soft as well. And the left and the right side doesn't match, but I think in the film it's not the same either, so that's cool. And then going down to her face, the face sculpt is just beautiful. It looks really like Angelina Jolie. Like you can see her profile here, and it's just really accurate. So she has these arched villainous eyebrows, and then for her eye makeup she has some black eyeliner and then some brown eyeshadow, and there's like a hint of blue going on in her eye as well, as you can see that line over there, right here. I don't know what's that about. And then for her eyes, it's a mixture of green and yellow, just like in the film. And then she has painted eyelashes. And her lips are really red with these silver dots on her lower lip to represent gloss that I don't really like. I don't know why Disney Store put it there, because the paint on the lips are already shiny enough on their own, as you can see. And then she has some rouge under her super sharp cheekbones. So her face is really pale, just like in the promotional posters of the movie, even though in the film itself her skin wasn't that pale. It's almost like a normal skin color, but I think the pale skin makes her look more evil. And she does come with her staff. So on the top there's a gem that is blue, green, and yellow, kind of like the same color as her eyes. And it's really finely sculpted. You can see that it looks really like the one in the film with tree branches and these little things twining around. Now moving on to her outfit, and as I've said before, she is in her iconic black dress that she wears when she crashes Aurora's christening. So she has the faux leather collars on her shoulders, two on each side, and they look really cool. They look like flower petals of sorts. And then on her neck she has kind of like this black leather choker that goes around and attaches with Velcro on the back. And I think in the original costume in the film it's supposed to be connected together with the headpiece, but they can't do that on the doll because then you won't be able to move the head. So on her chest she has this beautiful black crystal here. I think it's supposed to be a zipper for the dress, but I'm not so sure. So the fabric of her dress is really amazing. It has these textured lines like in the film, and underneath there are softer, shinier side here, and then it's stitched here and goes all the way down, and on her waist there are two little pieces here that comes to a point and then goes all the way down. And then for her sleeves, she has these really long bell sleeves that are attached all the way to the bottom of her dress. And then she is also wearing these kind of like black gloves that goes all the way up to her elbows here. That looks really cool. Here is the other side. And then finally the back of her dress is just amazing. You can see that the train goes out here, and then it's like patterned and layered here. I don't know what to call it, but it looks really beautiful, and it's so long, and it comes to panels here. And then at the edges there are some satin lining that feels really soft, and underneath there's some lacing detail as well. That's pretty cool. And you can see that on the side that it's pretty long, not as long as in the film, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. And then finally she is wearing these knee-high black boots that are seen to be the exact same ones from the Wicked Witch of the West doll from the Oz collection. And I kind of have to tie it here because she is not standing well on the stand. And she is a fully articulated doll. She has articulation at her neck, her shoulders, her elbows, her wrists, her hips, her knees, and even her ankles as well. But her knee articulation is the wobbly ones that the Disney Store have. I would prefer the rubber ones because these one just wobbles and really loose. So overall, she is a super amazing doll that's worth her price, and she looks just like in the film. The head sculpt, the dress, everything is so perfect. The only things that I didn't like were that the dress was a bit too short, so you can kind of see her boots and her feet. It would have been longer and reaches the floor. That would have been better, and that if she had better legs instead of the wobbly ones. But overall, I would give her a 5 out of 5. So I guess that's it on my review of the Disney Film Collection Maleficent doll, and if you liked the video, please thumbs up and subscribe, and you can follow me on Instagram at DisneyBoy21 for more photos, and also stay tuned for my Disney Film Collection Maleficent Aurora doll as well. And if you like the dolls or if you like the movie, you should totally get them from the Disney Store. They're currently on back order at the moment, but you can still order them, and the store will probably ship you at a later date when they become available. And I got 2 of each so that I could debox one and keep the one in the box and display them nicely. But right now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye!